What is up, everybody? Welcome into another episode of the 2024 NFL schedule prediction. It's just a dynamic duo on screen today. If you've watched this video series before, we have done the entire off season so far, and we are currently on week 14. So we've done weeks 1 through 13. You can check those out on our channel. While you're over there, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. But today we will be predicting what we think will happen in week 14 of the upcoming NFL season. Normally there are 4 of us on the show. It is myself, Riley, our buddy Dalton, and our buddy Spoon. So the other 2 aforementioned are not here today. We have their picks with us live. There are 2 rules. There must be a winner, and all ties are decided by the home team. So normally if it's a toss-up, home team gets advantage. That's how we look at it. We're going to jump right into things here. We're going to roll the credits and start going at it. Alrighty, guys. So we're going to jump right into things. Normally, it's a little different. I'm on the road. If you've watched any of the other episodes, you saw me at the beach one week, at the house one week. I've been kind of all over. This week, I'm in Missouri traveling. It's just been kind of hard. So mobile setups don't allow me to put the full Excel sheet up on the screen for you all to see nice and pretty, but I have it here in front of me so I can read everything off. We can vote, we can talk about it. Unfortunately, Riley will be reading off the picks from Dalton, and I will be reading off the picks from Cooner. Can you do that, Riley, or are you on your phone?
I'm on my phone. My bad.
All right, I will be reading off both. I'll go back and forth here. Let me screenshot both of these so I can just go to my photos and jump back and forth, because that would be extremely difficult to do that the other way, jumping back and forth between text chains. So we're just going to get right underway here. I have Cooner's pick up first. We have the Green Bay Packers at the Detroit Lions, Thursday Night Football. So we'll get it out of the way early. We'll go Spoon, Dalt, me, Riley. Sound good?
Yep.
All right. So Spoon's first pick is the Lions, and Dalton's first pick is the Lions. So Lions will end up winning no matter what. I think that the Packers will win this game. So I'm going to go Green Bay. Riley, what do you think?
I'm going to go Detroit playing at home. I think
3-1 Detroit.
I think that could be a good one.
Yeah, I definitely think it'll be a good one. Detroit just doesn't play well at home against the NFC North. It never really does. It's always a close game, if not a loss. So we'll see. We'll see. Next up, we have the New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins. And Dolphins home game. Spoon went Miami, as did Dalton. So we have a Miami win no matter what. I also think Miami will take this game. Riley, what do you think?
I'm going to go Miami. A warm weather game.
We got our first 4-0 of the day. A 3-1 and a 4-0. We got the first 4-0 of the day. I love it. I just love a good 4-0. It just feels right.
It's sweet.
All right. Next up, we have the Atlanta Falcons hopping in their private jet and taking a spin up to Minnesota in Kirk Cousins' return game to Minnesota. And I'm going to say this. Kirk with Kevin O'Connell was one guy. Kirk without him was another guy. Now, we'll see if Kirk can be that guy without Kevin in the building. He could be. He could have learned enough to take it with him to Atlanta. We'll see. As for Spoon and Dalton, Spoon went Falcons. Dalton also went Falcons. I'm obviously going Minnesota here. And I tell by Riley's face, he's thinking Atlanta too. What do you think?
I just think the storyline's there. I think Kirk's going to come up amped. I think
amped. He left us. He walked away. We wanted him back.
You wanted him back, but you were going to draft his replacement regardless. Am I wrong?
So
now,
actually,
Atlanta did the same thing.
So hear me out. So that's what I've thought all offseason is that the Vikings went to Kirk and said, we're going to draft your replacement. We want you back. I've reported that several times. That's what I was told. That's what I thought happened. This week, Kirk Cousins did an interview in Atlanta where he said this. He said directly to the interviewer, he said that Kevin O'Connell sat him down before he made his decision and told him if he were to come back this year, he didn't imagine they would end up taking a quarterback in this year's draft if he came back. So that's from Kirk. That's from the source, right? Kirk said that. So
yeah,
Kirk was told by the head coach, like, yeah, if you come back, we probably won't get a new guy. We'll just stick with you for another year, and we'll figure that out when you leave next year. Like, we want you back. And Kirk still said, yeah, that's cool. I'm going to go over there.
Didn't Kirk want multiple years?
Yeah, Kirk wanted multiple years, yeah.
And maybe that they were going to
replace
me anyways.
If anything, I think the Vikings are the ones who, I mean, we have paid that man so much money in advance, like all guaranteed contracts, right? Like every penny he made in Minnesota was fully guaranteed every time.
Hasn't Kirk Cousins made the most money in NFL history or something crazy like that?
Second or third. But that's the point. Like, we paid him and we're so upfront with him and gave him everything he wanted for us to be like, we need you to kind of help us out, and him to be like, yeah, that's cool. I'm going to go play for another team then. Is like, if anything, it's a revenge game for us. But you're going to Atlanta?
I am going to Atlanta.
All right. We took too much time on that. You let me talk about the Vikings. Why'd you let me do that? We'll give some love to the New Orleans Saints against the New York Giants. Both Spoon and Dalt have the Giants, so the Giants will get the win. But I'm going to take the Saints here. Sorry. They both took the Saints, but I am taking the Giants here. I apologize. I said that backwards. They both took the Saints. I am taking the Giants.
I'm going to go Saints. I'm not completely out on Derek Carr yet.
I am. Derek Carr's a bum. Derek Carr, hold on. Let me say this. Derek Carr was never actually really all that good. He had like one season where he finished like top 10 in MVP voting, and like, that was it. That's all. That's like the only thing he's ever done. He's never done anything else. Ever. Not once.
I think he can be top 15.
Like, if he plays out of his mind, sure. I know I'm salty. I don't think he's I think he's been vastly overpaid and vastly overhyped his entire career. Next up, we have the Carolina Panthers at the Philadelphia Eagles. So, Spoon and Dalt both win Eagles.
Yeah, I'm
kind of agreeing.
Yeah, I'm taking Philly in a whooping.
I don't know if I would say a whooping. Carolina's got a good defense. I mean, it might be like 27-14. Is that a whooping? Are we considering that's a 3-score game? Is that a whooping? No, it's a 2-score game. That's a 2-score game.
I'm thinking Bryce Young has like 3 picks, is sacked 5 times.
Oh, wow.
I think it'll be on Bryce Young, not the defense.
Bryce Young slander in the house. So next up, we have Browns at Steelers. Dalt and Spoon are on the same wavelength. They're both going Pittsburgh here. So Pittsburgh's going to get the win. But I'm going Browns.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think Pittsburgh's going to have that great of a season.
Oh, man. I don't know. Hasn't Justin Fields beat the Browns before? No, it was that Hail Mary.
Why are you talking about Justin Fields won't even be playing?
He's going to be the starter.
No, he won't.
He was a Hail Mary away from beating them on the Bears. Give me the Steelers.
That's wild. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no world in which Justin Fields starts if Russell Wilson is healthy. But, all right, we have the Raiders at the Bucks. Spoon took the Bucks. Dalton took the Bucks. So Bucks are getting the win again. I am going to take the Bucks as well.
Say it to me one more time. Where's
Raiders at Bucks. Raiders at Bucks.
Yeah, give me the Bucks. A close one.
4-0 Buccaneers. 4-0 Buccaneers. Get that there. Cool. Oop. And then I have Jacksonville at Tennessee here is the next one. Spoon took the Jags. Dalton took the Jags. Oh my God. Do these guys have any? They do. Okay. They have some that aren't the same. but they both took the Jags. I'm gonna go Titans. I'm feeling Titans here.
Really?
I think the Titans are an underrated team. They have a really good wide receiving core. They have good running backs. They have a good committee back system. Will Levis showed he could play at times. Now, which version of him we'll get, I'm assuming it's the good one with this game. And then the Jags just don't scare me. Like, nothing about the Jaguars scares me. So
the highest paid quarterback in the league doesn't scare you?
Not this year.
If the viewers at home don't get that joke, go watch our video on the quarterback market.
Yeah, quarterback market video. It's up on our channel. Go check that out. We did it this past Wednesday. Unless you're watching it in the future, then it was like way many Wednesdays ago. But you should go check it out still.
I'll take the Jags.
So Jags in a 3-1. I don't get it. I just don't get it. All right, we got Seattle Seahawks at Arizona Cardinals. Spoon took the Cardinals. Dalt took the Seahawks. I'm going to go Cardinals here.
I think I'm going to go Cardinals too.
So Cardinals get it in a 3-1 here.
What is the verdict on Kyler Murray? Are we still waiting on him, or do we think he's pretty well what he has shown?
I think he's a top 15 quarterback in the NFL.
Okay.
I think that's what he is. I don't think he's a top 5, but he could squeak into the top 10, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
All right, next up, Buffalo Bills at the LA Rams. Spoon took the Rams. Dalt took the Rams. I'm going to take the Rams too.
I'm going to go Buffalo.
Christ. In LA against the Rams.
Yeah. I mean, they don't have Aaron Donald.
No, they only have like a top 3 offense in the NFL with Sean McVay coaching it.
Keon Coleman will be coming onto his own.
Hold on. You're telling me the Bills are going to go into LA without a defense and Keon Coleman and James Cook as their 2 best weapons and outduel Matthew Stafford with 2 good running backs, 3 good wide receivers, and a solid O-line with Sean McVay calling plays? You really believe that?
In the deepest depths of my heart.
God, I hate you. All right, so we're going to move on to...
I don't think the Rams are a top 10 team in the AFC.
So we're going to move on. I can't believe you just said that.
We can make it an episode sometime, but that's a different conversation.
There's no world in which the Rams aren't a top 10 team.
They are a good team in the NFC. That does not make them a good team in the AFC.
So, spoiler if you haven't watched any of the other videos, at our midway point season prediction episode, we showed the standings for the season. We'll show them at the beginning, which obviously it was even slate, the middle, and the end. All right. The Rams were the 1 seed in our predictions, and this man over here is trying to tell me that they're not a top 10 team in the league. They were the number 1 seed through 8 weeks.
I was not there for that episode, but we can.
Your picks are in all of the episodes. All the episodes are there.
I wasn't here on week 10 when we revealed the midway point, so I don't know where the standings are. But we can go down the list anytime. The Rams, they have lost more pieces than they've gained.
They've only lost Aaron Donald.
Yes, and he is worth an entire defensive line.
They added 2 brand new defensive linemen in the draft.
What do you want me to do with that? For all we know, they'll be bums.
All right. I can't believe you just said that.
I know what's been proven.
So here's a game. So, okay, just make sure. So, pretty sure this is a 4-0. Now here's a game that when they play football, I tell you, they play the game of football. And when they go out there and they kick that ball off on the field, it'll be insane because they'll be kicking off that ball. And, it's just, it really gets my motor running when we get to see that ball get kicked. I tell you what. So if you don't know, it's a Chris Collinsworth reference. Chris Collinsworth bugs all of us because he will sit there on national television and go, So here's a guy who plays quarterback, and I tell you what, Jim, when he throws the football, he throws the football. You just don't understand the speed and velocity in which he throws the football with. He is absolutely throwing the football, and you're sitting there like,
that was a perfect.
Yeah, all you said was he
impersonation.
throws the football. We know he throws the football. He's the quarterback. Of course he throws the football. What about the way he throws the football? Like, I can't stand Chris Collinsworth. Chris Collinsworth, Joe Buck, if they could just put them both in a time machine and send them away, that'd be great. All right, so next up we have Riley's Chicago Bears headed into the Bay Area to take on the San Francisco 49ers. And Riley, I love you. I do. You're my little brother. Literally my little brother. For those of you who don't know, we are legitimately related.
Yes.
It is a 4-0, isn't it?
As much as I hate to say it, I don't think we're ready to go into the Bay. And no matter how good Caleb's playing, like I just don't think we're there as a team yet.
You're not on Nick Wright's level yet?
No.
Nick Wright,
Nick Wright talk about the Bears.
Nick Wright and Adam Rank. I can't do it either of them.
I don't watch much of Adam.
Yeah. No, it was very interesting. If you haven't heard, this past week on NFL News, Nick Wright came out and said the Bears were one of the 7 Super Bowl contending teams in the NFL. One of the 7 Super Bowl contending teams in the NFL.
Now, I would love
the likes
that.
of the Ravens and the Chiefs and the Niners.
Yeah, I'm not there.
Wild.
We still have holes that need to be filled before we're making any sort of deep playoff run.
Yeah. All right. Next up, we have the Los Angeles Chargers at the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think this is a Chargers win. I won't lie to you. I think this is a Chargers win. As Spoon and Dalt, though, have it as a Kansas City win, so it's going to Kansas City. Riley, what do you think?
Man, it's really a coin toss. I like the storyline here. It's Jim Harbaugh, right?
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh.
Jim Harbaugh in his first year going into KC and win. On the other hand, it's Chiefs. Give me Kansas City.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I already had it filled out here. I figured that's where we were going. All right, next up, the last game on the list, we have the Cincinnati Bengals headed into Dallas to play the Cowboys. And for those of you who haven't watched the show before, Spoon and Dalton are both huge, and I mean huge Cowboys fans. However, that being said, Coon went Bengals and Dalton went Cowboys. So we have a 1-1 tie. I am also going to go Cincinnati and give it to the Bengals.
So
Riley?
Here's the deal. The Cowboys have been one of the greatest teams in history over the last couple of years at home. I think they've lost like 2 games the last 3 years at home, something nuts. But Joe Burrow is the same guy that got Arrowhead's name changed to Burrow.
Yeah.
So give me Joe Burrow going into AT&T. I can't think of a good name to fit Joe Burrow. He'll make it his baby.
He'll make it his baby.
Yeah.
He'll be doing the
when he's not a.
He'll have the Eminem haircut, the blonde buzz cut Eminem haircut down at AT&T Stadium.
No, I saw that and I was like, "What in the world?"
Yeah, dude, it's wild. It's not. He had blonde hair in high school. He dyed his hair blonde in high school, but it was longer. So now he's got short blonde hair. Sorry, I had a connection issue. But all right. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. You got anything you want to add, Riley?
What were the Bears at midseason? I'm curious.
I believe they were like 2-5, something like that.
Okay.
But other than that, anything else?
No.
Alrighty, folks. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check out the other videos on the channel, and we'll see y'all next time.
See ya.